Let's talk about the NBA draft with our NBA analyst, Jack Armstrong. He joins me over here in the Jay Onrait Lounge, we call it. Jack, it's the Jay Onrait Lounge. However, I do not have a liquor license. I apologize.
I can't have anything in this cup.
Well, we could probably sneak something in there.
You got juice. It's your show.
Exactly.
You know Harvey personally.
That's right. Exactly. He's a good dude. So, Collin Murray-Boyles out of South Carolina, 9th pick. First of all, what are the Raptors getting from him as a player?
What's the old line? Hustle's a talent because not everyone does it. He played in the best college basketball league this year in the Southeast Conference at South Carolina. And if I had to pick the top 1% of guys in terms of intensity level, passion, grit, toughness, he was at the top of the list. He's a joy to watch. He plays the game right. He plays it hard. He can guard multiple positions. He's a guy that I think has playmaking ability. He is someone that obviously has to improve his shooting a little bit, but he is someone that when I look at him, his best days are ahead of him. And when you look at just his ability to finish in transition, score in tight quarters, and be a guy that plays within your system and do all the little things, all the dirty work, he's going to be that guy. I think, the word culture is overused a lot, but when you're trying to build something, you want personalities and guys that bring a certain edge to them. He does that.
For Raptor fans, I'm not sure this is the player they saw the Raptors drafting or wanted the Raptors to draft. They might have anticipated a different direction with this pick. So in terms of how he fits in with the Raptors, he worked out with the Raptors.
Yep.
He himself seems to think he'll fit in really nicely with this team. Do you concur?
Yeah, I do. I think he will. Now, for the Raptors, I think the concern you have is he's not a great three-point shooter at this stage.
And that's where the league's going.
Yeah, developing. On the other hand, when you watch him play, he brings so many other attributes to what the modern NBA game is right now. In terms of the speed it's being played at, the ability to be a two-way player. And again, to me, I just think he's a ferocious, incredible competitor that has just such explosiveness and toughness to his game. I think he's going to do whatever it takes to fit in and help your team. And is he going to be a superstar player, the top player on your team? No. On the other hand, is he going to be a guy with an incredible motor that's going to add to what you're trying to do to become a winning program? I'd say absolutely.
You're going to hopefully get a healthy Brandon Ingram. You're going to get a rejuvenated Scotty Barnes. The Raptors have been rumored in a lot of trade talk over the days and weeks leading up to the draft. And frankly, so did a lot of teams. And a lot of that was probably empty chatter. But they stay put. They take CMB. Do you see him making any more moves? Would you like to see them make more moves before the start of the season?
I think, you have the second round tomorrow night. We're going to have it on TSN. And then, obviously, free agency is next week on July 1st. So, to me, this is a jigsaw puzzle. There's a lot of moving parts. There's a lot that could happen here in the coming days. The name that you keep hearing in terms of the Raptors potentially would be R.J. Barrett. I think he took a major step in his time in Toronto compared to where he was in New York. Major improvements on both sides of the ball. So I think he has value out there on the market. I think he would be the name that you would hear bandied about. So to me, I think for the Raptors right now, you look at what's happened in Boston and Milwaukee and Indiana with guys tearing their Achilles. And suddenly the Eastern Conference is a different look. Now, teams like Orlando, Atlanta have improved themselves a little bit in the last few days. To me, I think if you're Toronto, you got to feel like a tweak here and there, you could be right in the mix in the Eastern Conference. It'll be fascinating to see in the coming days what Masai Ujiri and Bobby Webster decide to do.
Yeah, to your point, R.J. Barrett's name seemed to be out there in a massive way in terms of a potential Kevin Durant deal. Obviously, that didn't come to fruition. But as you also mentioned, Jack, on Thursday night, we've got the second round of the NBA draft.
Shameless plug, by the way.
I loved it. I mean, it was seamless. That's what makes you a great broadcaster.
We're television professionals, Jay.
Exactly. No matter what people say about us. And, Jack, the Raptors have the 9th pick in the second round. So we'll see if they can As Masai always does, terrific evaluator of talent. He finds people.
Well, he's got a big night tomorrow night, and there's a big night in another week, so it should be fun to watch.
Can't wait.